Well, cool. So yeah, July 9th, 2001, WWE Raw. Paul Heyman formed an ECW alumni group for one night only that consisted of Tommy Dreamer, Rob Van Dam, Lance Storm, Mike Awesome, Taz, Raven, Rhino, Just Incredible, and the Dudley Boys. Then Heyman says that the WWF invasion just got extreme and that ECW will take on WWF and WCW. By the end of the night, it was a setup, and Heyman was actually in cahoots with Shane McMahon and the WCW the whole time. So, could you believe it? How did you feel getting into that thing? Were you guys pretty pumped? What I know there was the aspect that kind of came into play, like, hey, it's kind of shark infested waters, maybe with a lot of the top stars here, and you guys got to kind of prove your own mettle when it comes to certain stuff like that. Were you overall pretty excited about this opportunity and stuff, just being there on the main stage?
So you're talking about 2001, right?
2001, when you guys show up in WWE, you and Tommy Dreamer like invade.
Yes. So for me, like, I already knew that I was coming to WWE, right? Mm-hmm. And in my mind, I felt like this was something that I had to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there wasn't anywhere else to go if I wanted to continue being a TV wrestler in the United States at that time. But it wasn't something that I understood was going to be really better for me artistically. I thought they were going to change me, erase my past, call me whatever they want, and so I was nervous about all that stuff, and then so when I found out, when I showed up and Tommy Dreamer threw me an ECW shirt that we were going to be representing ECW, all of a sudden I felt validated. I keep using that word, but it's so proper. It's like the third time I've said that on tonight's show, but that was totally the best word, validation. Like, now I'm Rob Van Dam, and you're adding depth to my career instead of wiping it out. Like, that's a night and day difference, like that was rewarding, to try to look for another word. And it was awesome because it accredited me with everything I had done as RVD in ECW prior to coming to WWE. It validated ECW in itself. And the fans loved it, even though Vince thought that he trained them to know what ECW was and then to chant ECW. Either way, it was a lot of fun, and what a great way to transition and come into the new world.
It was pretty exciting too as a fan. I remember being a watcher of ECW, but not super like tuned into the product. It was like on my radar, but it was like I would only catch it once a week, and if I did, it was late at night and all that kind of thing. Is Barbie's hanging out there?
Yeah, that's her spot.
That's the way to do it too. My cat's lingering around somewhere. But it was kind of neat because then this was like, I was aware of who RVD was. I knew who Tommy Dreamer was. And like, I already knew they were stars, but you guys coming into it was like, holy shit, this is fucking big time. This feels big time as a fan. So
yeah. Much bigger crowd.
Much bigger crowd. And the reactions too. Like, we'll talk about this in a little bit, but holy smokes, like, especially for you, damn, some pretty good shit.
Holy smokes indeed.
Mm-hmm.